What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is still Sunday afternoon, and some of you guys have written me, and I got to thank Veganism Exposed for showing me the video to where Richard Vegan Gains was once again insulting me as far as to my previous video about him arguing on that previous debate. And he also made some asinine comments saying that he was smarter than me and stuff like that, which kind of surprised me here. Now, I've already said that he makes a whole bunch more money than I do there. And let's humor Richard for a bit and say that he's actually smarter than me. So what? Folks, one thing you have to remember, it doesn't matter how smart you are. It's a matter of proper utilization of those actual skills here. You know what I mean? A person that has a lot of book smarts can still be reading a book and accidentally walk out in traffic and get hit by a bus. You know, smarts don't really mean much. It's all about how you use it, as well as finances here. It doesn't matter how much money you make here. You have a lot of cases to where you have what's called a broke millionaire. A person can be making $1 million a year, but if they're spending about $1.2 million a year, then they're losing $200,000 every single year. Now, Richard, he's the only breadwinner in the at his household. Jasmine doesn't work whatsoever, from what I understand. They have a bunch of animals, stank ass rabbits that they have to care for. I think he's still paying for some sort of rescue horse there. And, the cost for taking care of a horse is very expensive. He still has to buy video games, computer equipment. He has motorbikes that he's purchased there, and just a bunch of other toys there. Plus, of course, you have his apartment rent. And then minus all that revenue, he still has to pay taxes here. And all of that eats into the whole situation. And also, thanks to Veganism Exposed, he's complained about not getting enough donations through his live streams anymore. And even cut off a particular live stream simply because, nobody was really responding. Well, Richard, I had already warned you 2 years ago, and I've warned you about a couple of times here that you simply can't do YouTube for the rest of your natural born life, and eventually it's going to run out there. It doesn't mean that your revenue is going to drop off immediately, but you're going to notice it going down, 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 down even further. The reason being is it's getting kind of boring to go and pay $2 to humiliate yourself every single day. $10 to sing a song, $50 to show your ass cheeks, and then you got OnlyFans and stuff like that. Eventually that gets boring there, doing the same routine over and over again. Comedians change up their act. They don't tell the same jokes every time. They freshen up the content. You, on the other hand, hadn't freshened up anything except video games. There's nothing, but as far as the general meat and potatoes of your live streams, I've not seen anything really different there. Plus, your income is so leveraged at this point in time on YouTube that if you get banned from YouTube, if your channel goes down, if you get a community strike for 7 days, 7 days without being able to stream can be very, very devastating. And one thing you should know, Richard, is YouTube is about to eliminate the use of Streamlabs as far as the live streams, or at least they are looking into it. Now, if that happens there, what's going to happen is your income is going to be cut in half because YouTube takes between 30 to 50% of the income there. I should know they take 50% of mine there. So if I get donations of like $200, I usually only get like $100 there. So let's just hope that that definitely doesn't happen, because then your donations are basically cut in half there. But Richard, keep saying what you want to say. I've tried to be I'm always as honest to you as possible there. And again, you should, I'm going to reiterate this again. This had nothing to do with him stumbling over his words or anything like that. The fact of the matter is that you would have won the debate if you had just simply shut up and didn't start screaming all over the place there, you know, because you have to remember, you have to not only you don't, it's not a matter of communicating to Zen Shapiro, but you also have to make a good impression upon the viewers itself. Most of the viewers, they didn't focus on the fact that Zen Shapiro was stuttering over the question because they couldn't hear it because you were screaming and yelling. So since you were screaming and yelling, that's the viewers more or less focused on you yelling and screaming rather than him wavering on comments here. I want you to think about this for a bit. You know, use some common sense. And I'm sorry, but I also think it's kind of rude for you to cut off a live stream just because people aren't donating there. You know what I mean? Just because you're not getting $10 to twist your chest titties or anything like that, you know. But, you know, it's going to all catch up there, you know. Like I said before, you need to leverage your income. You need to start your own site. You need to sell. You need to do more than just live streams and OnlyFans. You need to have a sustainable type of income. You know, just saying. That's all I got to say for today. Like and subscribe to the Vince Goodrum channel. Click the link below. Also visit vincegoodrum.com. As always, peace and soul.